Hello, friends. Today you have already heard about the Russian shipwreck. Now let's talk about the situation at the front. Russians are using Starlink at the front line. We are working to neutralize the threat. Russia continues to operate through smuggling. This is where we disconnect Starlink for Russians. One of the Russian tourists got lost in a very dangerous area. Ukrainian rescuers sent a drone to search for him, and it did the job. There were actually 2 tourists. They were all rescued. Now they will go home. Several more Russians were found by rescuers in the Avdiivka sector. They were sedated with the help of drones to avoid panic. All tourists were found and sent home. The Russians ordered Uber Eats, but as a result of constant failures in the GPS system, the courier mixed up the orders. A company of attack drones from the 47th Brigade delivered sedatives to the customers. We'll apologize again and send you another delivery for free. Another group of tourists gathered in the same place. They are following the same route as their colleagues. Our defenders noticed that the tourists needed help and warmth, so they sent them a warming surprise. Kiev region. The mayor of Bucha showed the crater from a Russian missile that was shot down tonight. This orc obviously wanted to surrender, but there are situations in which this is impossible. For example, he attacked another country because he wanted to make money. This one will never need money again. And this is footage of a new anti-constipation product being tested. A Russian volunteer gladly agreed to take part in the trials. The patient who was suffering from constipation was very pleased with the result. Spectacular footage of the destruction of Russian field ammunition depots. The second video shows Ukrainian artillerymen working with the British 155 mm CS-90 self-propelled artillery system. Those rare shots when a kamikaze destroys a kamikaze. A vivid episode of Ukrainian drone hunting near Krinky left Bank of Kherson region. The Russian just ran into the drone. Avdiivka. First-person video of a senior machine gunner of an American MRAP Max Pro armored vehicle, firing at Russian positions during a daring sortie. After an enemy incoming in close proximity to the crew, our armored vehicle returns to its original positions without losses. A massive demilitarization of Russian armored vehicles took place near Bilohorivka in Luhansk region. At least 6 abandoned enemy armored personnel carriers were destroyed thanks to the skill of the Black Raven aerial reconnaissance pilots of the 81st Airmobile Brigade. Our soldiers are demonstrating unprecedented heroism. We are forced to fight a 360-degree battle against new brigades that the enemy is deploying. 2 brigades of the Russian armed forces were critically damaged in the Avdiivka sector. The exact losses of the enemy in personnel and equipment will be announced later, after the necessary data is confirmed. At the same time, the objective situation in Avdiivka remains threatening and unstable. The enemy continues to actively rotate its troops and deploy new forces and equipment to the city, repulsing a Russian assault with drones. Today, the Russians tried to storm the Lyman direction. They left, but did not get there. Joint work of the 60th and 63rd Brigades. Ukrainian soldiers have left the Zenit fortified area in the south of Avdiivka, which has been almost surrounded by the enemy in recent days. Occupants publish footage of their control over the site. Kupiansk. The absence of assault actions indicates preparation for some kind of activity on their part, especially given the CBRN inspection, which is alarming. Phosphorus was used. I haven't heard about it in my area for a long time. Some UAVs were recorded today on non-standard frequencies, and their detection was accidental. Russians are adapting and learning. That's all for today, friends. Thank you for watching the video. Please support us by liking and subscribing.